Let's check out the top 3 Town Hall 9 3-star attack strategies. What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to this video where we're showcasing the top 3 Town Hall 9 strategies inside of Clash of Clans right now. These attacks are all from Elite Gaming CWL matchup against Clantanemo Bay. As you can see, Clantanemo Bay coming out on top for this one. Great matchup with some brilliant attacks by both clans, as with all of the CWL matchups. Just before we start, if you are interested in joining Elite Gaming, you'll see our feeder clan information on the right hand side of the screen there, and make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans. So kicking off at number 3 for the Town Hall 9 3-star strategies, you may have had a sneak peek at the start of the video there. It is the Witch Slap strategy. Now this strategy has rose to fame recently with that buff to the witches on that previous update. Basically what you're doing with this strategy is bringing in a pack of witches on either side with the healers, as you can see right now. They're going to create a funnel on either side and continue with them healers down the side of the base whilst your main army run straight through the middle. You can see on this base the air defense are all within that main line, so the witches and healers on the outside aren't really going to get affected. If the air defense are pushed across to the sides of the base, you do have to consider them in terms of them sniping off your witches. So you can see the funnels created here, the clan castle of bowlers and the heroes along with a couple of extra witches are pushing straight through the middle. You're then being quite spell heavy for that main army in the middle, so you have a rage spell and a heal spell there to help get them through that area where the enemy CC, enemy queen, right into that main core, and you'll see the second jump spell there as well really helps to take them through to the back end of the base. And as we zoom out, you can see the witches on the outside along with them healers still don't have much of a problem with the defenses on the outside. The healers really do help to keep them alive, and the witches themselves can shoot over the top of the walls to take down the defenses whilst the skeletons continue to run on the outside. So the strategy works absolutely brilliant. Sometimes as you get to the end of a raid, you do have to take the splash damage into account. Often it's good to bring a giant on the back end to distract the mortar. Even a balloon can sneak in, you would see here, to take out this wizard tower, but often you can just steamroll the base with the witches. That's why it's on the top 3 of this guide. It's just so overpowering, guys. There you have it, 3-star attack. Let me know what your top 3 would be in the comments section. We'll bring you another witch slap strategy before we move on to the number 2 attack strategy for Town Hall 9. What will it be, guys? So here we are, another base where we're coming in. You see the air defense all at the back end of the base here, so we really don't have to worry initially about them witches getting taken out. They can come right around the side of the base, and you really tend to swarm the base at the end. Really, once your witches start getting on top of the defenses, they can really start spawning them skeletons and really overwhelming the base. So just being very patient with this strategy, as with many strategies when you're starting out, but really just waiting until that funnel is created, because you really need that main pack of troops to go straight through the middle of the base. So you'll see the heroes along with the clan castle of bowlers are through into the core. There's that heal spell to help them through the area where you have the CC troops, where you have the enemy queen. Often there's giant bombs there as well doing massive amounts of damage. That second jump spell again allows them access deep into the base. Once they're into the core, the queen is often able to snipe out over to the defenses on the other side of the core there as well. You'll see the witches over on the side there taking out the enemy hero as well, but their main troops coming through the center really help to take out the back end defenses and make sure that the witches coming around the side are then able to stay alive. So as the witches come around here, you'll see the queen is still at full health in the middle of the base. That is what this strategy is great for. Although the bowlers have turned around and they're kind of walking around the side of the base at this point, the queen is well protected. And at the back end here, we do have the bomb tower and the mortar, but there's really not much splash damage. Nearly said slap damage there. there's really not much splash damage for these troops, so your witches do then tend to overwhelm the base. And as you can see, again, when you have that nice wide deployment of troops, you don't really have to go running back over to the other side of the base, because you're quite confident your witches will take it out without having to run out of time. So there you are, guys. Number 3 is the Witch Slap. Let's move across to number 2 in the strategy. Quite a toss-up between these two, to be honest, but for this one, we're going with the Lavaloon Strategy. Always been very popular at Town Hall 9. What will the number 1 be? You'll have to wait and see. But coming at this base, you really just want to be patient at first. Work out what angle you want to come in from. So you'll see sub 17 here, just sniping off a couple of buildings to start off. Always good to help with percentage, but more importantly with the funnel. So as the heroes come in, they're really trying to push in, target the enemy king there. You'll see you can push forward, and mostly you're going for an air defense with this strategy, the queen and the CC. Not always a step-by-step thing though, guys. You can do it differently. So on this one, sub 17 has left the queen and the clan castle is still standing. So let's see how he plans to take that out. As long as you have a plan, you don't have to follow a formula, guys. So I really like how he brings the balloons in at first to take out these outside defenses right in the south, and then the separate group of balloons comes in so that they can path up to the air defense here where the Lava Hound is tanking. As the balloons start to clump together, we have the haste spell. Here comes the enemy queen. Let's see what he has in store for this. So you'll see, if you check out the spells at the bottom, in goes a heal spell to keep all of them balloons alive. The rage spell is in, and then check this out. There goes the skeleton spell. As the queen is occupied with the balloons, she's going to go down in a flash with that skeleton spell and the rage spell. The balloons were under the influence of the heal spell as well, so they moved through and really just overwhelm this base. So making a push in, guys, taking out some key objectives. In this one, it was really just that air defense and the enemy king, and then as the rest of the troops pushed through, we had a plan for the queen. Didn't have to worry about the clan castle troops. Often if you've had a scout attack and you know what's in there, you might be able to ignore it with the Lavaloon strategy. That is what is great about this strategy. So moving on to another one, let's move just to number 27 here to show you another Lavaloon attack before we move on to the number 1 Town Hall 9 3-star strategy. So on this one, again, we're just starting out, sniping off some of these buildings, bringing in the heroes, pushing forward to really take out some key objectives. So you'll see this Tesla farm here, which the heroes are able to take out quite easily, and 2 wizard towers sitting down at the bottom here. So that is also another defense you really have to be wary of when you're doing a Lavaloon attack, just appreciating where the balloons will track to and how you can manipulate that in order to mean that your balloons don't group together onto splash damage. So on this one, as the Lava Hounds come to tank at the air defense, you'll see the queen right there under the Lava Hounds, and the balloons alongside that rage spell, and there's the skeleton spell again, are going to take her out very, very quickly. Continuing to work around the base in a counterclockwise fashion, just sniping off the buildings on the outside as the Lava Hounds continue to tank. His spells helping to push the balloons in. So you'll see on this one, guys, normally you would come in traditionally for the enemy queen, the enemy CC, but as we showed you, just looking at the base and adapting your style, you don't have to follow a formula and take out them exact objectives. On this one, we took the Tesla farm, really tried to cut out that area where the wizard towers were so that our balloons weren't going to clump together and end up on a splash damage defense. Couple of balloons left until the end. That is one thing with this strategy you really need to be wary of as well, is that it separate from the witch slap, it's quite easy to run out of time with the Lavaloon strategy. So them 2 balloons at the end there, once the defenses were out, meant that we could deploy them onto the storages and them high HP buildings. So here we are, guys. This is what I think at the moment is the number 1 Town Hall 9 3-star strategy. Let me know in the comment section what yours is, but I'm going with the Go-Ho, or the Bogo-ho, however you want to call it, attack strategy. So really just adapting the standard go-ho attack, bringing the clan castle of bowlers. If you don't have them, obviously you can still get this strategy to work either with a golem in there or Valkyries, but the bowlers just give you so much value at Town Hall 9. So how this one worked, guys, really using a deep kill squad here, 3 golems, so we're bringing 1 in at either side, along with the wizards to create the funnel. Standard stuff, but then you want at least 1 of them to come straight smack down the middle, right into the base, to protect your heroes and your bowlers. So you'll see on this one, often you can redirect a couple of the golems into the middle of the base, but what you're wanting to do is get that big army right deep into the base. You'll see the second jump spell, very similar to the witch slap strategy, allows them real deep access into the base. They've taken out the enemy queen, taken out the CC, and you'll see we're bringing in the Hog Riders nice and slowly around the side of the base. So just picking off the defenses here, not bringing them in too quickly, and just bringing them in with a nice surgical approach as the rest of our troops with them golems move through the middle of the base. Now it all depends on the setup. You'll see on this one, because of that expo, there's the giant bombs. You do have to be a little bit cautious of them with the Hog Riders. That's why we came in with a surgical approach on this one. If you had narrowed down the entire defences, you knew exactly where the Hog Riders were going to go, you could bring them in with more of a mass strategy to finish off. But really with this one, you're getting real deep with the initial portion, using the golems and that kill squad, and then just bringing the Hog Riders in on the back end. So often what you may have seen previously is just taking out them objectives and using Hog Riders for the rest of the base, but really what we're having massive success with is getting that deep kill squad in and just taking out the back end defenses with the Hog Riders. Now it doesn't have to be Hog Riders, guys. We find it very helpful with this strategy. Obviously the giant bombs don't do that massive damage against the hogs that they used to. We often use the balloons as well, or a Lavaloon on the back end of this. It doesn't have to be Hog Riders, but we found it very powerful with them. As you can see in this one as well, I wanted to share this one with you at the end. It doesn't have to be a standard army as well. We have quite a few balloons in here. You'll see that's the power of the scout attack. If you know exactly where them sneaky Teslas and things are going to be, you can use the balloons to really get massive amounts of value. So on that one, 3 Teslas went down to just 2 balloons. Once we've taken care of them little snipe buildings that we can take, it's the same principle. We're bringing the golems in to create the funnel and really help the heroes to come right into the middle of the base, because we need the bulk of the base down so that we can just bring the Hog Riders in on the back end. So here come the clan castle of bowlers. 2 jump spells again allow real deep access for that kill squad. The queen is caught up on the lava hound, so she is going to lag behind a little bit, but it means that she does have full health and she will be protected. The king and the bowlers running up, absolutely causing havoc. You can see the balloons here take out this cannon, and it means that we can force our hogs not to go over that area. They just clip the giant bomb there, but only 1 hog affected. So again, that's where the hybrid army can come in, and you can really tailor the attack to control the Hog Riders. But you can see again, nice and surgical approach, just trying to miss out and skip over them areas where the giant bombs would be. Heal spell there in that heavy area of defenses, but it's also a good idea to use them preemptively in an area where you think there might be a giant bomb. Maybe there's a giant bomb next to a wizard tower or a different splash damage defense. Good area to use the giant bombs. And as you'll see, separate to the Lavaloon attack, the Hog Rider attack, you often don't have to worry about cleanup as much because the Hog Riders are so fast, but always something that you need to be cautious of. You'll see quite a few wizards in this one which came in very quickly after the Hog Riders had taken out the defences. So there you have it, guys, the top 3 Town Hall 9 3-star attack strategies that I believe right now: the Witch Slap at number 3, Lavaloon at number 2, and the Go-Ho attack, or Bo-Go-Ho, however you want to call it, at number 1. Great success with it. Let me know your 3 down in the comments section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.